Okay, sorry about the delay. My computer always, this video editor always delays like the first time I put it through. I usually just let it go and then I start a new video. But not today. I hyped myself up on coffee so I could do homework all night, and now I decided to take a break and make a video. I've been reading Root Work um, by Tayannah Lee McQuillar. Made a video about her just yesterday, and she talks about in her book um, different dirts used in hoodoo. And I don't know how accurate her stuff is, but she seems like she's pretty knowledgeable because I think she just gives like the basics of things. Maybe that's what it is. That's why I kind of feel like it's like with some things. But a lot of different dirts that she talks about, or different earths that she talks about, I have never really thought about using before because I live in an urban area, and when she talks about market earth, I don't in my head like a market is maybe one of our farmers markets, but they're not like that big. We have a lot of them here, but it's nothing really like they only happen like once a week or I don't know. I don't really think about them, and they're always on top of like concrete or pavement or something, and I don't know where I get the dirt from that. Where she talks about taking it from different businesses and different whatnots. I'm gonna actually have her list here that I'm going to share with you, but because I've been told I should write a script because I ramble a lot like I'm doing now, so I'm just going to read them this time, especially since it's so early or late. Um, so I think I've talked about graveyard dirt before, cemetery dirt. That seems to be the most common one that's used in hoodoo. She says that cemetery dirt is used to stimulate psychic ability or to strengthen communication with the dead. But I know that graveyard dirt has also been used in hexes and other things as well, and there's different methods of getting this dirt. She doesn't list the methods of getting this dirt, any of the dirts, in her book. She just lists what possible things that this dirt could be used for in your hoodoo practices, or just in your magic practices in general. Because she says the earth is alive, which I believe it is, and that it absorbs certain energies. So taking dirt from an area that has a specific energy, it's going to retain that energy, and you can put it in like a mojo bag maybe, or whatever you want to use it for. Just keep it in your home, perhaps next to your bed if you're using it for something. The first one she lists for the location of Earth is a bank. For money and success, using the Earth, so use the Earth surrounding a bank. If possible, go to a popular bank and collect it so you can even talk. So, okay, go to your local bank, take some dirt from it. It's supposed to bring you money and success. But in this economy, I don't feel like banks are really that sort of has that positive energy because a lot of people are going in there, getting their last cents out for something, or going in there, putting whatever few dollars they have in so that they could pay a bill online, things like that. So I personally would probably not use it. But then again, it's your own personal perspective on things. Um, Cemetery, she's already said, to stimulate psychic ability or to strengthen communication with the dead. Okay. So then she lists church dirt for spiritual protection and a ward against evil spirits, because you have to remember in hoodoo, a lot of the practitioners are African Americans in the South, and that most of them are Christian. And I'm not saying all hoodoo practitioners are this way. I'm not, and I practice hoodoo, and I probably won't be seen as a traditional or anything, but I do study it, and I do try to find out as much as I can about it. But even if you're not Christian or anything, church energy, I feel, really does have positive energy for a lot of different churches I've gone to. I mean, people go there and they pray and they worship and and they work together for different things. And even if it's not towards your God, I still feel like it's good energy, it's good juju for the most part. I've been to some churches where the energy's kind of off, but it's for you to decide and for you to feel out if you're going to a church to get the dirt from around it. Um, Garden dirt. For love spells, use earth from a beautiful garden. I can see that, but it also depends on like if you're gonna I wouldn't take it from like some random beautiful garden. I'd see what kind of people live. If you're taking it from somebody's house, what kind of people live there. Maybe they're your neighbors if you know them. If the energy that you know that they're putting into it, if they're just making it to be pretty, or if it's really a garden that a lot of love has been put into, things like that. You have to consider all sorts of different things when you're taking this dirt, even though she just lists them as such, whatever. Hospital, so you can get dirt to cure the sick or ailing, but okay, I'm like contradicting all our stuff. Um, I feel like even though there's maybe healing energy in the dirt surrounding the hospital, there's also a lot of ick that's in there too. When I go to the hospitals, I always get really bad feelings in my stomach. I don't like being in hospitals. I feel like there's death surrounding me and there's sickness and everything. So I don't really feel like the energy from the soil there would really be healing energy. I feel like it's, yes, they're going there, the people are going there, they're healing, but it also has a lot of residual things. People are leaving that hospital and leaving ache behind. So, you know, this is her list though, so I'm just talking about it and then giving my personal perspective on it. Jail dirt to keep the police away when someone is having trouble with the law. I'm not even going to say anything about that. True, yeah, you can use it for that maybe. But having a dad who's been to jail many times in prison, I don't want that energy around me. Marketplace, like I mentioned earlier. For money and employment spells, use earth surrounding a busy marketplace. That makes sense. I mean, you could maybe a larger store or something even too. Anything that you feel is doing good or business, or that you get at maybe your favorite store that does really well or something. Mountain to increase psychic abilities and clarity. If possible, use the earth from the top of a high mountain. Okay, I have nothing to say on that. Sounds good. Police station for protection from enemies. Do not use if you're involved in any illegal activity. Yeah, I have nothing to say on that either, but I think it's just because my night's getting late. But yeah, so there's some ideas, and I'm pretty sure you can come up with more ideas on your own. And I'd love to hear your personal perspective on this list, as I give most of these, I gave a personal perspective on. And I'd also like to hear other ideas for different places to get dirt. I know people take like crossroad dirt and other things, or leave things at the crossroads too. So a lot of times we're leaving things at the crossroads for certain things. I wonder what your personal perspective on taking dirt from a crossroads would be good for, or maybe you have a special place that has a lot of good energy for you, and like say you had a good memory there that you want to bring back into your life. Maybe using dirt from that space would be beneficial. I know a lot of people for souvenirs, like when they're being thrifty, they'll collect dirt from certain beaches they visited and everything. You could see those sort of things being used in HooDoo. But yeah, so that's my little video on dirt or earth, according to Tayannah Lee McQuillar in her book Rootwork. That's a huge long title. Just watch the video prior to this one to get the full title. So yeah, thank you for watching my video. Sorry if I rambled too much, and yeah, that's it. Thanks.